Alright, this is a quick video lesson on how to play God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen on Clawhammer Banjo. It's a relatively easy tune. In fact, it is quite an easy tune, really. There's only parts A and B. Each part is quite short, and the song itself is very repetitive, just with different lyrics. But obviously, we don't have to care about lyrics because we're playing the banjo. So it's obviously a great little tune to learn for Christmas. And today's the 8th. I'm recording it on, so hopefully I'll have it out soon and you can learn it in time for Christmas. And we'll do them one by one. We need to start actually with the tuning. This is I'm playing it in G minor, so obviously tune your banjo to G minor. This tune has loads of hammer-ons and pull-offs and quite a bit of drop thumb, but none of it's difficult. It's not fast. We can stay mostly, almost entirely, just in the first position below the 5th fret. So it's not super hard, but it'll be good for practicing as well. A few things like slides, hammer-ons, pull-offs. So while I go through it phrase by phrase, I will also show the tab on screen, and there'll be a link in the description and probably a comment, point you in the direction of the tablature. So this first phrase is a slide from fret 3 to 5. And then we hit the open G string. So it's really the same note as the 5th fret here. If you're quite new to banjo and you've not done many slides and things, just do every phrase on repeat loads, right? And then we do this. What I'm doing is, once I slide, hit the open G, pluck, pretty much immediately, and then hammer on to the 7th fret of the G string. And let that G note ring out. The pluck really is just there to fill in an extra bit of sound, so it's not that important in a way, but it sounds good. That's like the starting bit of the melody. Yeah. And then we just kind of walk down the scale once we're here. So once we're there, you hit that open D, which is the same note, by the way, as that. So once you've hammered onto that and you hit that, you've hit the same note twice, really. There's a lot of like 2 notes it played twice in a row in this tune. So, and then we just walk down the scale. At this point, your thumb should be landing on this B string. It's really a B flat string now. And we just walk down a bit at a time. So you've hit that open D, pluck the 2nd fret B flat string. So that's the C note. And we're just walking down. So I'll do that again. Open D, 2nd fret B flat, open B flat, 2nd fret G, open G, 3rd fret D. And you'll notice that this is all about drop thumb. If you've not done much of these like scale run type things, this is good practice for that. If you watch my drop thumb throughout that, a lot of that. And if you've got notes ringing out, like as I did just there, technically not ideal, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Good. So far we've got this. And then the next bit we're going to do this. So what I'm doing is there. It's a similar move to that opening phrase, where we do this fast hammer on. Again, it's just there really to fill a bit of sound. I quite like the sound of it. So I'm hitting the open G, immediately plucking, then hammer on to the 2nd fret, like that. Then a similar kind of move with the open fret of the B flat string, plucking and then hammering on to the 2nd fret straight away. But this time I've dropped my thumb to the G and I've plucked that. And then we'll play this. So my first finger, you can use your little finger there actually, first finger on the second fret of the G string, and either your 3rd or your little finger on the 4th fret of the B flat string. This, by the way, is a D chord. We're ending there. And then you would just repeat that whole section again, but I'll do this one phrase again. Not too hard. Might take a little while to get some of the phrasing, but it's not particularly hard. So overall, we'll get this right. And then we'll do it again. That's all of part A. It's just the same thing twice. Then we go to part B. I'll do that again. So, again, we're not moving really past this first position, so you can just stay with your thumb wrapped around the neck like this. So it's You hit the open high D string, then you hit it again on the first fret, and then you pluck the second fret of the B flat string, which is a C note. You get that. And then you hit the open D string again and hammer onto the first fret this time. Then you hit this, hit down on the third fret of the D string, then you pluck this G. So it's this so far. Like that again. I'm being a bit lazy, but you can be lazy too. Just let the notes ring out if you want to. And then those are the next two notes. It's the open D again, and this time the second fret of that. B flat string again, pluck that. This is what goes so far, it should be on the screen. This is the next phrase. So that's open B flat, pluck the open G, as I said before, loads of drop thumb in this. Then you hit down on the second fret of the G string, hammer on to the third fret. And then the second fret of the B flat string. That's where we are. When I was playing it, I did that. You don't need to do the vibrato, just ignore that. So far, part B is this. And the last bit is. So, I find it hard in a way to remember it bit by bit because I've learned it all as one. I learned it last year at some point. And yeah, I'm struggling to break it down bit by bit. So. That's where we got to before. Then we kind of walk up the scale again from B flat. B flat, hammer onto the second fret of the B flat. First, and then just the open D string. So. This is just a walk down again. Kind of from this high E flat note, which is the first fret of the D string. With little hammer-ons occasionally, but it's quite straightforward as long as you're getting the drop thumb. And then this little quicker bit. So we hit the open B flat, then you thumb pluck the second fret of the G, pull off to the open G, and then you hit down on the second fret of the B flat. Again, I keep doing vibrato instinctively, just ignore that. And then this little walk up again. You're really just walking up and down the scale for most of this melody. Hopefully the tab is somewhat self-explanatory. It'll be on the screen. Watch this video slowly. Watch me play it on repeat and then open the tab itself. It should open fine for everyone in your browser or even on your phone. Listen to it if you have to and just take the tab bit at a time. I think most people will get it relatively quickly unless you're completely new to it. And if you are, it's still great practice because the amount of drop thumb stuff in it, the amount of hammer-ons and pull-offs, nice kind of single note melodic stuff, not really anything in the way of the chords except this D chord there. Yeah. It's a nice one. It's a nice melody. I think it'll be a good one to learn. Good luck.